Okay, so first off, to get it started off, these have already come out. I don't know if you guys have seen these yet, but these are like the animated things that came out for Starfield. You know, getting us excited about it. I don't know. I just like getting excited about Starfield. What can I say? What can I say? So for those that have not watched or are not familiar with anything with Starfield, this is essentially these three animations are introducing us into three separate, I want to say, factions. They're loosely based on the factions on each of these three. They're not like directly saying they are, but like there's a lot of indications that they are. So each of these is like essentially three factions to get us introduced and kind of like some of the bigger players in the Starfield universe when the game gets released here. So hey there, friend. Which I don't know if this is like a reference to Vegas, New Vegas, now that I've watched it, but well, probably not. But like the fact that you're a courier in this just cracks me up, because I just immediately think of being New Vegas. It's like, I hired you to be a courier to go do this, but now you're like, you get shot and you basically just go off to do whatever you want. You become a completely different person at that point. I'm just here to drop off some packages. So this guy is signing up for one of the biggest players. Well, essentially the biggest player in Starfield is the United Colonies. It's like the governing faction of most of the universe. It's, you know, when you think of like the Imperials and Skyrim, it's like that. So they're like the Imperials, the United Colonies. He's essentially signing up to be a conscript in the United Colonies as a pilot. I assume they probably, I don't know if they're all pilots, but yeah, I'm sure plenty of them are just land-based. But I like the credits, by the way. The credits on this thing, hold on, they show it a few times in these trailers that they post. Hold on, check this out. These things right here, these are the credits, like money. Like this is money to them. It reminds me of something. I can't really put my finger on it, but that's what it is. It reminds me of like a bottle cap opener, you know, like one of those like stick ones that they have. It literally looks like that. Then a stack of bottle cap openers, of course. I feel like if I were to ever retire, this is what I would do. I'd stand on a balcony, I'd watch sunsets, and I'd just drink bourbon. Just one glass a day. Just a nice little bourbon to end the day, you know? Put on some jazz music. Just feel fucking badass, you know, for an evening. Dangles, what's up? What's up, Jaded? So that's kind of our introduction into the, I guess, the United Colonies. It doesn't give us too much information on what the United Colonies is. It literally just says like UC or, you know, whatever. But it really is like the military. And I think it's interesting because Skyrim never did something like this, where it really gave the impression of like signing up for like the Imperial Army was like, it was almost like, you know, something recognizable, something that like as a career path was very like, respected, you know. And that's at least what this animation did, was show that like signing up, like at least in this universe, or at least the world this guy's on, signing up for the United Colonies military is like very prestigious. That's the word I've been looking for. It's very prestigious. So United Colonies, again, we we know a little bit that there's definitely a rebellion to the United Colonies in the game, but at least from this perspective, it shows that like signing up and fighting for the United Colonies is a very prestigious thing to do, and at least that's how they portray it, which I think is kind of interesting, because I haven't seen something like that, and I think it'd be cool to really, because I feel like the rebellion is always usually, I mean, Skyrim did a good job of this and making it like pretty, like the Stormcloaks are kind of right but kind of wrong, the Imperials are kind of right but kind of wrong, but I'm hoping that Starfield maybe does it, maybe even balances it in the fact that the United Colonies is actually really is the good guys in the end, and the rebellion was, you know, somewhat started by like, I don't know, maybe just some like really influential person that started this rebellion. I think it'd be cool. I don't know if I've seen a story like that yet where the rebellion really is the bad guy, or at least maybe we find that out in the end, but I think it'd be kind of cool. I think it'd be sick. I think it's so cool that they released these like well ahead of the release date. Like, it's just cool. It's just a cool, it's like, these don't give you that much information enough to like where it's like, this is Starfield. It's more of like just a little like a little tiny bit of Starfield that doesn't really like, it's not like here's the plot, it's like here's a little story, make the plot from what you think this might be. You know, we're not going to give you all the details on it, but you know, make your own assumptions here, you know. American Civil War. Okay, yeah, you're right. All right. So we've received a little bit of information on what Aquila City is. Aquila City really is like the it's like Tatooine, right? It's like a junker city. There's like a lot of gambling, a lot of shady stuff going on. But it's like apparently I believe the hub for the rebellion is what Aquila City is. So we're kind of getting a little tidbit on that. Are these what I need to watch? Now, if you know nothing about Starfield, chat in general, if you know nothing about Starfield, please start with the Starfield Direct. It's 45 minutes-ish long, but it's so good. It's probably one of the best game directs that I have ever seen. It gave us so much information, but not too much. But it gave us like, you know what I mean? It was just so, in my opinion, very well done. Obviously, plenty of criticism can go into it. But out of all the directs I've seen in games, the Starfield Direct was probably one of the best presentations on the game. That's me when I play Soldier in Overwatch, by the way. Hit him with the old southpaw, baby. Yeah, see, these credits are, I swear they're bottle openers. Like, it's weird. It's very interesting currency. So I love this story. This is probably like the very generic like protagonist story. I don't think this is going to be a character. It might be a character in the game, who knows, but this is a very like typical protagonist story, like kid stuck on the home planet, dreams of leaving and, you know, exploring and seeing the world, you know, but is like goodwill, you know, defends the old man, but then uses the part, like scraps together the plane, and then he's ready to go and he leaves, you know, he leaves his homeworld behind to like venture out on his journey. Like, obviously, this is something I could see, like, you know, a typical story, like a protagonist story. You know, it's like you can't not like this character. So it's cute. It's cute for sure. It's definitely cute. Which I think this one's probably my favorite. I like this one. This one's cool. This is the final trailer. All right. I like this one. This is fun. So Neon Volley Alpha, I guess it's pronounced. They've mentioned this a little bit as well. We get to see like the three major cities: Aquila City, in New Atlantis, which is the capital of United Colonies, and then we have Neon, which is like the Pleasure City. I'm trying to think of a good way to correlate this to something else, but you know, it's a city where gambling, nightlife, I guess like New Vegas, or like what's that one city in that new Star Wars series? What's it called? What's it called? I think it's Andor. There we go. Thank you, Andor. God, what an awesome fucking series. So it's like the city that Andor goes to when he's retired, you know, or like retired. You know, he gets all his credits that he wants and he goes and like essentially vacations. This is literally like the pleasure capital is Neon. That's kind of what it's similar to, is that city in Andor. Oh, Andor's so good. Watch it. Watch it. I didn't think something would be able to top Mandalorian. Andor did. Andor was really good. So this kind of makes me think of like the Cyberpunk with like the corpos, you know, with working with Arasaka Industries. That's kind of what I think when I see this like little logo, and then we go back to, you see the big building here. I assume from what I know that this is a corporate thing. It's definitely like a business, but it's like a business empire. So I assume that's what this is, kind of like Arasaka Industries run Pleasure City kind of thing. Got a little dispute here. This guy looks like such a worm, though. Not gonna lie, if I was like well, just kidding, I am an outlaw. Let's go. No, if I was trying to rob somebody and I saw someone that looked like that little squirming little guy, I don't know if I'd rush to defend him. You know, I don't know why. He just looks like a scumbag. So obviously she defends him. She saves the dude. He takes her back to his boss, I assume, and then the boss hires her as security, which I guess for a company that basically runs the whole city, I mean, that's got to be a pretty cushy job, you know, running security for that. So I guess that was the plan all along. Got to do whatever you do to get ahead in this city. So what I like about that is that in the way she expressed herself was that her intentions look so pure. It was like, no, we can't, like, don't kill this guy. Like, he's nice. And then when she gets to go and meet the boss and she gets the card, there's that smirk on her face, which was like, this was my intention all along. I didn't give a shit about saving this guy. I just wanted a really nice job that paid really well for this industry. I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting when I watched that the first time. It was cool. It's kind of like the two-faced nature of the type of people that live in Neon, this pleasure city. It's kind of cool. I like it. We'll probably see more of that in the game. We're gonna see a lot of that, like sleight of hand, like two-faced, not really being able to know who you can trust in the city. So I'm really excited to see more of that.